Hello and welcome again. Today I want to talk to you about magnification, and I have this image here of the cockroach. Biological name Periplaneta americana. Now this particular cockroach here, what does it look like to you? Is it larger than your typical cockroach or smaller than your typical cockroach? And with this size, you wouldn't expect a cockroach to be this big. This image has been magnified a few times larger than the actual specimen. And we have been learning that magnification equals the size of the image divided by the actual size of the specimen. And this formula we can manipulate around, and we learn to put it in a triangle like this, where we say magnification, image size up here, and actual size there. And the size of the image divided by the actual size of the specimen gives you the magnification. And if you multiply the magnification by the actual size, you get the size of the image. And if you divide the size of the image by the magnification, you will get the actual size of the specimen. Now this particular specimen here, we can take a ruler and measure this and get the size of the image. But where would we get the actual size from? Because it's just an image. So what we need to do is to look here and get our actual size. And in as much as we are looking here, what we really have is a magnified ruler and next to a magnified cockroach. And both of them have been magnified to the same extent. So what this really is, it's equivalent to when you see on an image a little scale like this at the bottom and some value written on it. That is where you actually need to go to figure out your magnification, because whatever has been done to our scale here, our ruler, the same magnification applies to the cockroach. So what I mean by that is I can take this ruler then, right? And I can go here, and where I have 1 centimeter, I can see that 1 centimeter on the image up here, it's actually 3.1 centimeters on this ruler. So that means that my 1 centimeter here has been magnified 3.1 times. But let's plug that in here. The size of the image is 3.1 centimeters, but actually that is just 1 centimeter here. Again, took my actual ruler, I came on this here, and I measured and I found that this was coming up to 3.1. So 3.1 is the image size. The actual size is 1.0. And that, of course, will give me a magnification of times 3.1. Does that make sense to you? Think about it always when you get an answer if it makes sense. And does this look like 3.1 times the size of a cockroach? And if it does, your answer is correct.